seconds left.
Have the glass. What if he goes out? Able to find one at Axe Run with a nice 3 down.
Ah, 4-2. Oh, another slam. Special. Beep.
Yes! I mean, they have to go for him and push him. Oh,
That pistol didn't work out.
pushing up on the door.
Oh, but that. Coming right from behind. Did you see the call?
Oh, but trying to fight his demons here on the shield. Just a little bit of whipping going on. 1 HP.
Ooh, but now underwater. Oh!
Got the breach.
I thought this is anything. On the bottom. 2v2. 10 seconds left. Have the glass. What if
he goes out? Able to find one at Axe Run with a mirror. That's 3 down.
It's the replay. Yeah. Seconds left.
Have the glass. What if he goes out? Able to find one at Axe Run with a nice 3 down.
Ah, 4-2. Oh, another slam. Special. Beep.
Yes! I mean, they have to go for him and push him. Oh,
That pistol didn't work out.
pushing up on the door.
Oh, but that. Coming right from behind. Did you see the call?
Oh, but trying to fight his demons here on the shield. Just a little bit of whipping going on. 1 HP.
Ooh, but now underwater. Oh!
Got the breach.
I thought this is anything. On the bottom. 2v2. 10 seconds left. Have the glass. What if
he goes out? Able to find one at Axe Run with a mirror. That's 3 down.
It's the replay. Yeah.
Welcome, guys, to week 1 of Midwest R6. I am Sonar,
And I'm Jawbreaker.
and we are hosting the first week of Illinois Esports versus OSU R6.
Yeah, so it's a super exciting game starting here today. OSU, this is OSU and Illinois are both in Division 1, so it's going to be super exciting to see both of these teams come face to face for the first time in the first week of Midwest R6.
Indeed, it's the first week, so we don't really have a lot about them, but we do know that Illinois is the number 1 seed, and they did win the finals last year in Midwest R6.
Yeah, they did, and OSU coming up super close right behind them, taking that second seed coming into week 1. So it's going to be super exciting to see these 1 versus 2 seeds coming head to head tonight.
Indeed, yeah, and there's 2 divisions, so both of them being in the first division is obviously super good for them. And yeah, just super excited, especially after Illinois' last year's performance, winning the finals. I'm excited to see how they perform.
Absolutely. And Division 2, a bunch of also like super good teams, and still going to be some insane matchups coming later, and also happening tonight. So stay tuned, and that's going to be, those scores are going to be some insane. So,
indeed. So we look at the rosters here. Here we have Illinois' roster. We're looking at, we have we have Lore, we have Nanovirus, Cow Esports, and Snail. Now, I mean, we don't really know much about them, but I mean, I'm excited to see who pops off. My guesses are, I'm feeling Lore is gonna have a big game today.
No, I gotta go with Snail. I saw some chatting in the chat earlier about Snail.
I did see as well.
Yeah, so not much information, but a couple roster changes from last semester.
Agreed, yeah.
As they took home that championship title. So it's going to be super interesting how they work in those new players. And then for OSU R6, we got Toaster, Nateflix, Servin, Donuts, and Mamba. So same thing, not very many stats that we can go off of right now, but super excited. Yeah, super excited to see how these teams compete.
It's me as well, and I think Servin is gonna have a big game today. I think this is gonna be one of his some big kills there for him.
Oh, absolutely.
So let's take a look at the map list next. It looks like we are playing on Illinois' pick of Villa, Ohio State's pick of Chalet, and then the decider will be Oregon.
Yeah, Illinois was super dominant on Villa last year, last semester, so it's not very shocking to me that they went and took Villa as their first map.
I'm not surprised either, no. And Chalet is, I feel like, a pretty well-loved map, and it's pretty versatile with many strats that you can choose. So I'm curious to see what Ohio State does pull tonight.
Absolutely. And coming in at votes and polls, let's take a look at what the community thinks about this match coming in tonight.
Wow, so it looks like the staff itself has pretty high predictions on Illinois, probably because their track record of winning last year.
Reigning champs.
And what's your prediction tonight?
I actually went for Illinois as well, but I was not featured because there's a lot of staff here at Midwest R6.
I was actually unfeatured as well, but I do believe that Illinois is going to pull it out. But
the community says otherwise.
The community thinks otherwise.
Yeah, so Illinois taking home 43%, and OSU coming on top with a record-breaking 57.
Record-breaking, yeah. I mean, that's a lot of votes going their way. Now we got to see if they can prove it tonight.
Absolutely, keeping their track on the game. So it's exciting to see what.
Indeed, and maybe Ohio State can prove to the community why they get the votes so high.
Absolutely. All right, so make sure to stick around. This match is going to be starting any second here now. So I got nothing more to say. I say let's just get straight into it and see what these teams have for us.
I got a question for you. Just a little random.
Okay.
What is your favorite ice cream flavor, do you think?
That's a very good question. No, I'm going to have to go with, some swirl.
A swirl? Like a twirl, you mean? Like
a chocolate and vanilla. Because
Okay.
you get a little bit of the best of both worlds.
I mean, yeah, you really do. But for me, this is going to be a little bit of a hot take, but I like Blue Moon, especially the Blue Moon with like the cookie dough in it, like the Cookie Monster. Like that is just.
Nobody cares about that.
Okay,
We're getting into bans. So.
All right, and getting into bans here. OSU is banning first. Their first ban. I'm thinking the map of Villa. I'm thinking maybe for sure Mir's got to be banned.
Thatcher.
In this.
Oh.
On defense, Mir's got to be banned. Okay, yeah.
Thatcher and.
I'm not too sure. Thatcher and Okay, I mean,
maybe a little bit of a target ban there.
or maybe just for. I mean, the basement. You can always lurk up at the basement with the cams, and
We're in Villa.
we are on Villa. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought we were on Pallet.
not
So
Thatcher.
Thatcher,
Yeah,
yeah.
they should pick. They should pick Thatcher. I mean,
So
pretty standard. He has the big range, EMPs.
definitely thinking Mira and Azami. Azami just playing a huge role last year. So.
Yeah, Zami has been a huge threat, especially in this league, being banned almost every game, if not every game. So, and
There it is.
continuing the record up. I mean, being one of the most banned ops. in the game.
Absolutely. Azami just able to lock down that 90-degree or
The 90
98.
hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
90 hallway is just insane.
Especially with those shields coming up from her knives. So it's
Right.
like, I mean, extra protection, and her kit with the gun is pretty good as well. So, I mean, the Azami ban.
Oh,
And we see a Valkyrie. So Mira is going to be on the table. I'm curious to see if either team is going to capitalize off that.
you know, I'm kind of sensing sort of target bans here.
You think?
Yeah. Especially with Knock, you don't see him a lot
No.
or her a lot in ban stage. So, gonna be excited to see what these teams can do, and maybe if they have strats revolved around Mira or, other attacks.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it looks like we have OSU starting off on Aviator Games, which I believe is probably one of the most favorable sites on this map.
I would have to agree. Yeah.
I don't believe they pulled the Mira though. I didn't get a close look, but interesting. No Mira coming out.
No, you would think they would pick Mira, especially since they didn't ban her.
And this site as well. I feel like
Yeah.
this site is pretty good for Mira.
I would have to agree.
But I mean, to each their own. Looks like we're gonna have a Oryx pick, a Mute, an Alibi, Mozzie, and Warden. So I mean, that's a lineup you don't see every day.
Mhm.
It comes with two shields. With the oh wait, Warden decided to pull the C4 instead of the shield. Interesting.
Oh, that's super interesting. Other than that, I mean, it just looks like these teams are playing super standard setups on defense. But no, I'm excited to see how they play out this round without, the Mira or
Mhm.
other, like an Azami.
Right.
Since Azami is super important, or not necessarily important, but super useful on this site.
Yeah.
So
And for the attacking side, it looks like Kao repicked onto Dokaibi, which, I mean, she's got a pretty good kit. She has nades or she has the EMPs, which it looks like she decided to bring, and the DMR, which a lot of people use on Aruni, but I feel like Aruni's kit is both guns are pretty good as well. Like the Pepperoni and the DMR are both pretty good.
I would have to agree. More of a Baroni type of guy.
Yeah, the P10.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
No, goes nuts.
It does. And let's see, it looks like that the attacking team is deciding to come maybe a master overtake.
Yeah.
They fully joining out.
Ayana and Oryx super close to one another.
Wow, the C4 is
Serve
ripped
is-
from Warden, getting the first pick onto Ah. Ayana's super good fragger is what that's I don't know if she used any of her nades, but that's two utilities that
Yeah.
so yeah, another pick coming
Serve
down
with a
from
double kill.
taking out the Flores, who his drones are lethal. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's huge.
Both teams getting some damage off on one of each other.
Mhm.
Mamba and Al Sussy getting some shots on one another, taking some damage.
Mhm.
Other than that, we're on this kind of a standoff here.
I'm not sure if you noticed, but I think the Kaibi glitched to the camera. Now it's black and white, but
Yeah, that's
a little
that's
bit of
odd.
a spectator bug maybe. But
It's Ubisoft, so
so yeah, now it just looks like the defenders are playing super passive, getting on cams, helping out the roamers, but two more kills get out, evening it out.
yeah, Nano and Al Sussy getting able to get 2 picks onto OSU.
Mm-hmm.
It's much closer match now here. Both teams still have 2 people with a brown half health, but still lots of time in this round to make something happen.
Indeed.
So,
And Warden's still up, who does have the only 2 kills for the side of Illinois, or for the OSU side, excuse me. And it looks like we have Dokaibi and Ace are pushing together, maybe playing off refrags a little bit.
yeah, it looks like they're going to be going for a vault take.
I'm not too sure where Sledge is. Sledge? Oh, it looks like he's maybe trying to clear out the robbers.
Servant trying to get
And he gets
sneaky
one, but he gets refragged instantly. So good for
Good.
Good refrag, but losing one is not ideal, especially in a 2v2 situation.
Especially with 20 seconds left.
Yes.
It looks like the Sledge is trying
Grenade?
to get a
He
nade.
cannot, unfortunately.
Unable to connect on that. But he's taking his time.
50
They
seconds
need to
left.
be taking the site.
Indeed. And I don't know if they're going to be able to get this plant off. He's going to have to plant solo. And maybe he's just going for picks.
Oh, unable to get one.
Flick down, Sledge gets a refrag. Can he get the final? He cannot. Not in
Unable
time.
to. Yeah, so it looks like, to me, it seemed like Illinois was stalling a little bit there. So,
Mhm. I
hopefully-
mean, yeah.
go ahead.
I think that OSU played a really good round there. They got the first few frags and they kind of backed off and put the ball in the court of Illinois, trying to, maybe force them to do something. But Illinois was able to bounce back and bring it back into a 3v3. So impressive round from both teams, but in the end, it looked like it was OSU's. So now going into the second round, it looks like they're going to go they're going to try out Trophy and Statue. Oh, they did win the last round, so yeah. Trying out Trophy and Statue,
Yeah.
which I'd say is probably the second best site. And it looks like a Castle, a Solus, and a Thunderbird are coming out. Those are the only changes from
Yeah,
the
not many
defense.
changes from the side of OSU. But, they, like you said, they played a super strong defensive round last time. Servin getting 3 last round before getting traded out. Just playing that lurk, and it worked
It did.
very well for him. So,
Still pulling the C4 though. Maybe he just likes the MPX 1.5. C4 is good, but I mean, if I were to pull the Warden, I'd use the shield. But I mean, they already have the shield on Alibi, so maybe. Oh, it looks like he's going for spawn peek. Maybe. Is anybody over there to get spawn peek though? It looks like no. So the attacker is bringing a similar lineup, only changing the Zofia and the Osa.
yeah, so OSU at this point has 2 people on the opposite side of the map. Well, Illinois is pushing all from the north side of the map.
3 people, that is.
Yeah, 3 people towards the south side. So if Illinois is able to recognize this, they can
could.
take
Mhm.
much easier. But
And
it looks like they are still just trying to figure out where these OSU players are.
yeah, and it doesn't look like OSU is giving any comms for their teammates to come back to site, even though, by the looks of it, almost the entire team is pushing from master side.
Or with a insane drone spot.
Ooh, the drone spot is kind of
Able
nice.
to find that Thunderbird.
Mm.
Alright, looks like we're getting some action from this nano
Sledge.
Yeah, starting to drone out. At bottom floor, trying to get his team some more information to getting into site. It looks like to me that OSU has started to rotate back over towards site, recognizing that most of Illinois players are on that side of the map.
And it looks like Illinois was not able to play off of the passiveness of OSU, and now they're kind of left with all 5 people back towards site, and now they're gonna have to deal with everybody instead of at the time just 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So again, another kind of stalled out round for Illinois.
Yeah, they're gonna have to speed things up here. Both teams without a frag right now, so it's gonna be interesting if Illinois is gonna decide to flood the site at those last few moments. Oh, but Nano with the nade, but automatically gets traded out by Donuts.
It looks like Alibi is going to be able to safely come back to the site, and gets another pick, and Lore does as well, putting in a 4v2 situation here. Jumps into Master.
Illinois just waiting for that opportunity to take that site, and they played those cards right as they have been able to take out 3.
And make it 4. Snail with the 4th pick on the round, but Servin gonna get 1.
The hope of last round, got 3.
Oh, but
But
not
gets
able.
taken out this round.
Cal with the last pick to win them the round. And that was, it looked like a stall at the beginning, but I think the round was kind of like played out in their favor after the stall. They did have a little bit of time like waiting, but once they found that opening, they kind of took it and got those picks.
Yeah, no. Illinois played that round super well. So
Let's see how they're gonna play this year. It looks like they're going back to Trophy Statue, and the attacking team looks like it's gonna be similar lineups. And I'd be surprised if they switched off it as well.
Yeah. Servant seems like he enjoys playing Warden a
It
lot.
does. It does.
But as you can see, he has 4 picks in the 3rd round.
Hmm.
So that's higher than 1 pick per round.
I think I called that too. I think I
you?
said Servant was gonna have a game. Servant and Lore.
Mm.
But anyways,
Sonar was doing his research.
I was doing my VOD review. That's all I gotta say.
So yeah, pretty standard setups from both teams. Nothing super out of the ordinary from both teams. Maybe Lore playing Ace instead of Thermite possibly, but
Maybe he just prefers a gun and the throwable instead of a Thermite with the having to walk up and place it. But
no, that's valid.
the Osa pick, I love the Osa pick. I think Osa is a very good operator, and you can set the shields up to handle post plant really well.
Servant going for another spawn peek right here.
Is he gonna get one? Oh, he doesn't see him. Oh, he does. He's not gonna be able to get him.
Super
just
closer. Is
Lifting
able,
damage.
yeah, able to take off a little bit of damage from Snail.
Putting him at about 100.
Both teams still with plenty of health to fight out this round.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah, Servant's playing very aggressive on the spawn peaks. He's done it. I mean, every round I think he's gone for a spawn peak.
yeah, these past 2 rounds, maybe it's just the site, but he's gone for those picks. And first round, unable to connect. Second round, closer, but no cigar.
Yep, no cigar indeed. So it looks like the attackers are droning out, trying to make their way into the first floor right below statue. And Warden, though, is kind of posted up along with Jaeger playing his crossfire, which is well set up there. But Lore gets the first pick onto the Solus.
Yeah, huge pick from him. As Solus is a super large part of a defensive team, able to spot out those drones and other utility that the attacking team is using. So that's a huge pick from the side of Illy. So
Sledge can use the second drone though, and kind of stuck in a situation.
Toaster gets
But he's gonna move on. He's gonna push.
takes
forward.
out Lore. Oh
The pick from Nano onto Servant.
wow! It looks like Illy's about to start speeding this up a little bit as they have taken out 3 of OSU's players, but
Yep, and it looks like they know this site well. They've rehearsed it, and now
yeah,
there's a
Toaster
trade.
just traded out.
It's all up to Alibi, who's gonna get 1v2 situation.
Still
One's coming. in
winnable if she's able to spot out those.
One's
two
in sight,
players.
one's in Astro. He hears a breach behind him, but doesn't focus towards it.
Oh,
Focus
the
towards
future's
Astro.
still outside.
Gets the one on Astro. 1v1 situation. Netflix versus, who is it? Cow. Both with 3 kills. 1 in Astro and 1 in Statue. She has the diffuser though, and it's gonna be starting to go down, but he fakes it. He gets off it.
With the placement.
Oh
my
God,
gosh,
that's gotta be a
shot.
flick. Netflix saw his arm.
A shot from Cow. Wow.
What a shot.
Nice. Well done by Cow. Securing that round for the side of Illy. But, you still have to give it to
Netflix.
Netflix as he was able to bring it down to a 1v1 in a scenario where most people probably thought he was down and out.
I thought
So-
that as well. Yeah, I mean, really well done by Netflix, almost bringing that back for his team. And yeah, I mean, this next round they're going back to Aviator Games, which they won pretty handedly, I'd say. I mean, they did get the first 2 picks from that master over push from Servant. He got both of them, and then but they were evened out. So, I mean, at the moment, I feel like the teams it's a pretty even match.
Absolutely. Both teams doing some damage.
Mm.
But Illinois just coming over up on top right now. I mean, it is their map pick. So you would hope to see them come out strong here
Indeed.
in the first match. But, OSU is still fighting back. They've gotten it super close each and single round. So plenty more game to be played.
And it looks like the defense is gonna pull the same lineup, which I'm not opposed to, as they did win it the first time. I'm curious to see how Illinois is going to use their utility better than they did the first round, because, I mean, Ayana died with 2 nades. Flores died with all 4 drones. I mean, they just need to play their utility a little bit better, and I think this round will go in their favor.
Absolutely. Like you said, utility is a huge part of this game, as it could be the make or break of any single given round. So hoping to see more util usage out of Illinois as they've been able to pull off too, but
Mm-hmm.
I still think their utility usage could be brought up to the next level.
Now, if you see here, it looks like 3 players are still by the master side. If Illinois spots this, they can push into site and kind of play refrag and get onto site in a 4v3 or 3v3 situation and have site control all to themselves.
No, I would have to agree, absolutely. Yeah, both teams, Illinois just still trying to drown out these OSU players, as they might have a little bit of an engagement towards the Warden, who is still lurking downstairs.
Yeah, it looks like he's droning in from piano and maybe like trying to work out a path up red for a little bit of a flank, but
Naflix able to take out Cow, Sussy, Zofia. So that's a huge pick for the side. Oh,
but Nano,
Nano with another.
a
He got the
refrag.
first one. Oh, it's a refrag.
Not a trade, but a refrag. Looks like Toaster's gonna look for some vertical holes, maybe up main stairs. And oh, the nade almost taking out the mute there, but I guess not almost taking out. But in the
Almost
general,
finished.
yeah, didn't do any damage. It was in the general area. It's like, I mean, a little bit of a stalemate, but as I say that, takes out Servin.
That's a huge pick.
It is. Especially as Warden has been one of the top fraggers, but Nadeflix, who had a phenomenal last round, is going to be contesting main stairs here, holding both the study and down main stairs.
Yeah, it looks like Snail's going to be trying to take some space towards that bookshelf corner.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to get flashed, though, and have to back up as Ayana was coming up the stairs. And Florida's going to flashing him.
It's taken out by with his
second pick
second.
on the round.
Ooh.
And Orcs is going to go down to Snail. 4v1 situation. Can Toaster pick it up and win it for them? Peeking towards Classical Hall. Ace charges are coming out, however. Looks like all players have been regrouped and are kind of droning out and playing together, which is exactly what you want to see in this situation.
Yeah, this is going to be a super difficult round for Toaster, as he only has that secondary SMG. So, unfortunate for the side. But Illinois taking the third round. But absolutely just dominant in this first quarter of the game.
Indeed. And yeah, having that 3-1 lead so far, it's I mean, it's looking like it's gonna go in their favor, but I mean, you never know. This maybe OSU is an attacking team. But yeah.
I agree.
I'm excited to see where this next round goes, and it looks like OSU is gonna switch up their site and go first floor.
No, I agree with this play. They were having some trouble on that other side of the map, so it's good to reset, try something different, and pull out a different strat that Illinois has not seen yet.
It is, but if you look, it's the same lineup. There's no variation at all. So I'm wondering if it's more comfort picks with a little bit of utility, like being designated to the strat, but like more of picks you'd want. Because like, I mean, the mute pick's good. The Oryx pick, I don't know if I agree with the Oryx pick. The Alibi, yes, you can use for the shield, but the Warden being picked without the shield, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just misuse of ops and misuse of utility.
I agree, especially with Warden.
Mm-hmm.
Roving. I mean,
oh, but he's going for a spawn pick here, and it looks like he does have some people spawning here. Is he going to get picked up from the left side? He's going to get damaged onto the zero.
Zeros.
The zero play. I'm actually excited to see the zero play. I am a zero hater myself, but I think he has util that can be used pretty well.
Interesting. So why are you zero?
I don't know. It's just, well, first off, Cal getting the first pick onto Mamba, the mute, which is not what you like to see. I mean, that's kind of been their anchor.
Yeah, huge for the side of.
We're gonna see an encounter here. No, we're not. Maybe.
Two players within 5 feet of each other, unknowing that they're both there.
The IQ to counter the Solus, that's huge. Gonna be able to spot out when that Solus has their glasses on. That's a good play. That's something I wouldn't have done, but
I didn't even know you could do that.
I didn't either, to be honest. But now we do. I know.
Yeah, Solus with minimal health here.
Mm-hmm.
One bullet can take her life, but both teams Looks like Illinois is gonna be trying to go for vert here.
I agree with the play.
Warden's up there.
Ayana's in like Flynn.
Oh, but
Naflix-
Naflix able to get one. Get
He gets
two.
two! And he's gonna drop back into sight, which is a good play on his part.
Warden still contesting the upstairs area.
I don't think Alibi knows that there's a third snail like right next to him. Looks like the whole attacking side is gonna fall off top floor, or defending side.
Yeah, it looks like Warden has actually also decided to fall back towards site. Still play those stairs. Any
Yeah.
player that comes that way, he could get into a fight with. But
Top floor is the attacker teams, but unfortunately they do not have the sledge to help out with the vertical. But they do have 3 IQ breachers, so I'm curious to see if they use that or maybe they just stick with the buck shotgun. But if they're going vertical here, they got a heavy commit, and I don't know. It doesn't look like they're finding any angles to take out any of the defenders that are just kind of sitting. Wait, as I say that, one almost gets taken out. Toaster down to low HP here. Gonna try to reposition. Zero's gonna swing in
Takes
though.
out Toaster. Huge pick for the side of Illy.
Oh,
Oh,
Naflix
Naflix
with
is
the
third.
kill.
We see an ace here?
Could we? We could for sure.
Yeah,
Naflix has to be in the right position though.
Naflix is just hitting shots right now.
He is.
7 and 4 already.
Plant's going down. Oh, he can see the plant. He's gonna impact it. Does no damage.
Unable to connect on that.
Naflix goes down. But Serpent takes out.
Oh,
Oh, it's a 1v1. He just has to play time here. Play for the audio cue. He's not looking at the door.
oh
He wasn't looking at the door, and Donuts is gonna be
Donuts.
able.
That's the person at the beginning of the round we said they have minimal health. Donut
Donuts is able to
able
clutch
to
it out.
stay alive and overall win the round for the side of OSU. Huge round for them.
Indeed, evening
That's-
it out a little bit more.
Yeah, as they were struggling with defensive side. So super exciting to see them able to take that round.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
closer match here.
Now the final round of the first half with Illinois as attackers in Ohio as defenders. They're going to go back aviator games, and it looks like they're going to go over the same lineup. Oh,
Oh.
Cade instead of the Warden, and I do enjoy that pick.
I do as well because it seems like
Just get the
Illinois
balls.
has they have dominated on taking walls and kind of taking the site more freely.
Mhm.
So with this Cade, it's going to be much harder for them to just easily walk into site and get that plant down.
Indeed.
But I think it's also good that Illinois is deciding to maybe with a Cade roam a little less because I think that's something that is good, but it's kind of hurt them in the past.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and as we saw from last round, once they kind of played back more on site together or around the site instead of maybe if they're in in kitchen dining, maybe not playing in library or pottery or whatever. They're playing more around the site, so they can easily fall back, but also make the attackers kind of draw out to them and kind of drone out everything before going all in.
absolutely.
A lot of repicks from the attacking side, picking on Zofia, Zero, and Ace, which we've seen previous rounds, but looks like they did not have that as their initial picks.
Yeah, the thing that's sticking out to me is how Mamba has chosen to pick Oryx almost for every round, but is unable to
get a pick.
connect.
Unable to get a pick.
So, as a team, wouldn't you want to switch to someone who's maybe anchoring a little bit more?
Right, and
and-
has better util.
Right. So, it's just interesting to me that OSU has
Stuck with
stuck with that Oryx pick.
Agreed. And I think that maybe in the moment they can realize, hey, this person's not playing as well as he's used to. Maybe we switch him onto a role that is a little more passive and can supply more utility. Because Oryx is a good roamer. He can jump up hatches, he can sprint through walls, and he has a good gun with a 1.5. But I mean, if he's just not gonna be hitting shots, it's not someone you want roaming.
Right. But OSU sticking in the game, still getting 2 rounds, so it's nowhere close to over, but
And the Cade shotgun's coming out, which, I mean, I don't hate, but I think the SMG's a little bit better. I mean, I guess it's personal preference,
Mhm.
but yeah, maybe he used it for rotates or footholds or something like that, but you still have the toaster, the shotgun with mute. You have the bailiff with with Netflix on Alibi, but I mean, yeah, we'll see if he can use the shotgun to his ability.
Mhm.
It looks like they're getting vertical
Oh.
and takes out Netflix,
Netflix, that's a huge pick.
but shoots the Alibi and gets shot from behind from the Cade. And there's Cade shotgun being in use.
Snail also able to trade out onto Mamba here in a 4v3. Illinois with the advantage here.
Puts the zero cam behind, which is that's why I like zero, is because once your teammates are dead, you can use his utility a lot more. But
No, absolutely.
if
Yeah.
no one's dead, that's kind of my dislike about zero, is that I mean, you can have someone designated to sit on cams, and as I say that, 2 picks go out, serving with the 1 on the shotgun and Cow with the refrag.
3v1 here for Illinois.
Poster back in the same situation here. Is he gonna win it out this time though? SMG 11 in hand. Someone pushing up to Bar and Lore taking him out. A very dominant round from Illinois.
Absolutely able to take that site 2 rounds in a row. You know, you really hope for OSU able to recognize those flaws in their site holds, but it just looked to me like they weren't able to spot those out early enough to win that site in the end. But
Let's see how they do on the opposite sides. Now we have Illinois on defense, and this is their map pick. So I'm assuming that they're going to be probably dominant on defense. But we have OSU, who didn't look so dominant on attack or defense. Yeah. So let's see how they perform on attack. Right away, it looks like they're pulling a Lion, which could be useful to clear out roamers. But we're just gonna have to see how their team uses the scans.
agreed. Both teams choosing to take Mozzie on this site. I think it's super useful to have those extra eyes with the drones if they're able to catch a couple. But, you know, overall, very similar lineups, but I like Illinois more.
I agree.
Not as much roaming agents or operators.
Right.
But still super, I don't want to say standard picks, but still super useful.
And
with a little
cheeky spot being exposed to the viewers. And I like the lineups because you can still roam, or maybe not. You can roam and you can lurk with Jaeger. You can lurk with Mozzie, and you can do the same with Frost as well. So I think that having, I also think they're using the utility really well. They're having the barbed wire for sound, but as I say, that's Servant taking out one of the roamers as Mozzie, and Servant just being an absolute menace for the Illinois side.
Yeah, he is popping off right now.
Yeah, that's right. I thought I flipped the teams for a second.
LSU.
Yeah, for the side of LSU, but for the team of Illinois. Anyways, Servant, I mean, being so dominant and taking out Nano, who we were just talking about being one of the roamers for their team. And his utility instantly goes to waste because sure, it can catch drones, but you can't control them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, super. It's almost laid back round.
Yeah.
Not much action has happened here thus far, but it
We'll
looks
see
like
something here.
Yeah, Lion kind of working his way up.
Giving a little jiggle peeks. No one's holding 90, so they could take a few. Oh, the frost trap going out, gonna bring Servant's health down to quite low, like around 20, I believe.
Like you said, it's those agents with the operators with the utility, and that automatically just takes away Frost's health. But
they've taken control of 90, which is huge, and they're gonna be able to use the EMPs maybe to break open vault. But do they have a heartbeat?
Yeah, it looks like Cade's going for a trick here.
Is he gonna get it off?
He is
He is gonna get it off. And gonna shoot through the drone hole there. Not getting any damage though, however. Oz gonna take out Netflix, and now it just looks like the defenders are holding their own and trying to win the site.
Yeah.
Looks like the attackers are regrouping, kind of, getting under their feet a little bit. Trying to see what to do. Toaster's holding this, or Servant's holding this angle for quite some time.
Looks like he's gonna go for a nade here.
It's gonna get ADS'd. Now they have 30 seconds with smoke canisters going out and time's just ticking. Oh, Kyle with the pick on the donut.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the side of OSU. But as I say that, Sermon's able to get a pick onto Lore. Huge pick.
Oh, the frost trap on the default plant. If he was only looking now, it's a 1v3 situation as his teammate's down. 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do anything about it. And the crossfire is going to come off from Snail.
Yeah, huge round for the side of Illinois as they're almost pulling away in this matchup. But
don't want to speak too soon, but I mean 5-2 scoreline, especially on their own map pick, is kind of lethal. And I mean, they maybe have a timeout if they want to. I feel like it would have been used this round at the latest. I mean, they can use it on round 6 if they lose this, but I think that Illinois is already going to have enough momentum to take it.
Absolutely. Illinois just pulling away. And, you know, like I said, they're just playing standard lineups, which are working perfect. OSU able to get a couple picks last round, but I'm seeing a lot of the work being done with Netflix and Servant. We would like to see more out of their teammates, but, you know...
Frost is dropped by his teammates into the hatch. But I love the Malusi pick. I think Malusi is an underrated operator, and it's unfortunate that she dropped to a 1 speed because, I mean, 3 speed, yes, was really, really good, but 1 speed is just so lethal. And I really like her gadget as well, being able to detect noise, and it's balanced, so like you can shoot it when you're in the range. But yeah, I think her kit's really well. Or really well
I like the Malusi pick coming out here as well. Huge operator, able to kind of spot out those people trying to lurk up back Astro stairs or anywhere else in the map. But
let's see. It looks like we're having a straight on take from the attackers of OSU. Maybe not. It looks like they're kind of rushing into the ground floor with no drones ahead of them. And
Illy deciding to keep most of their players towards that site. Well, you see with the Malusi lurking a little bit.
It gives up the vertical. So now, I mean, if they had a buck instead, they could be tearing up the entire floor.
If they're able to take out that Malusi, that would be huge. But as of right now, it doesn't. Well, they're not going to, but they don't have many operators who are able to get that vertical hold.
Right. I mean, they're gonna they have the nade spots. They have Zofia if they wanted to work her down, but the buck would have been huge in order to get the vertical holes into the defender's sight and kind of like make them uncomfortable a little bit and having to move around.
Yeah, definitely, especially with. I don't think he was able to see him, but
I think it was outside, but yeah the angle onto the shield as well. Sorry, what were you saying?
It's a good question.
Okay.
Audio cues. That's what I was going to say something about, but able to get that vert with the audio cues, huge for the side.
Agreed. And first pick goes out on a servant, but instantly refragged from Netflix. So losing their top fragger, but their second top fragger is going to take him out. So 4v4 situation here. Ayana is on super low health, and it looks like Zofia is kind of tagged as well, and Snail, but I was gonna say Snail on lower health, but he's taking out 2 people.
Yeah, Snail. This is the round we wanted to see from Snail.
But
Netflix able to take out Cow.
Snail is down, and it's a 1v2 situation for who has been performing decently well, making it a 1v1. If he can get to his teammate, which I don't think he will because he's all the way downstairs, but wait, maybe he's going for it. He has the time. It's going to have to force the attackers to plant, and he doesn't know where they are. And he's droneless as well, so it's up to his teammates' drones, and he picks up Snail. It's a 2v1 situation, but they're both on low.
Both super low. If he's able to spot out these 2 people, this round is still very winnable.
It looks like
both playing underneath, so
the C4
automatically rotates up to red. Is Toaster gonna be able to spot him out on those red stairs? Into the same place.
Cade coming up Astro stairs, Frost peeking, sees the corner of him.
Unable to take him out.
He's gonna be able to Toaster clutches it out for OSU. Let's see the kill cam here. The flick onto the headshot. Wow, what a play from Toaster.
What a shot from Toaster. Taking out those 2 people, like...
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, Frost saw him. Frost, that was the round that OSU needed to kind of shovel them back into the running for this map.
Right. I completely agree. Like we said, it looks like Illinois was running away with it, but I think that's the momentum change. That is the round that they needed to run away with this game.
Yeah, I think that if that was the round to win, if there was to win any round, I think that was the round to win.
Absolutely.
And wow, what a clutch from Toaster. That was huge.
Yeah. Not sure if their teammates or people who have passed were watching cams or anything, but that just the awareness from Toaster, being able to recognize that. Not sure who was playing back Astro.
I think it was Snail.
Snail
On the Cade, yep.
Recognizing that Snail was coming up back Astro.
That's huge. And it looks like we're going to have the same site, same lineup from the defense. And I'm curious to see what they switch up. Because, I mean, it worked for the most part. They just couldn't finish the round. So I'd like to see a little bit more vertical here. I think that if they maybe hold off the attackers a little bit from the vertical, or even the attackers play a little bit more vertical, because it looked like they were going to at the start, but they didn't really have the soft breach to kind of take out what it was below.
What do you think that for the side of Illinois, Servant just jumping straight into
no cams needed?
But what do you think Illinois needed to change that round to win it?
Honestly, I think that Frost and Cage should have played together.
I was gonna say that.
I think that at the end there, if Frost waited maybe a second or two for Cade to go up the stairs, they could have swung together, and I think that round would have easily been in their favor.
I would agree. They both knew exactly where he was planning, so
it was just mistimed, and Ace was able to get the one pick and then have enough time to flick around and wait for the second one to peek out as well.
Yeah, super unfortunate, but huge round from Toaster.
A minute in and nothing has happened. So, I mean, some real estate has been taken. It doesn't look like. Well, there's a few people playing close to kitchen that can contest the vertical if need be. But it looks like they're doing like a 3-2 split. 2 going below and 3 coming into master side, bathroom side as well. Drones coming out from Toaster, who had the phenomenal last round, and trying to see maybe what positions the defenders are playing here. Ooh, some damage going out from both teams though. Mamba getting tagged, but Snail getting tagged heavy, and now he's kind of backed in the corner.
Yeah, but I still think that's a super strong corner to be able to hold if he's able to get a pick onto this character. Oh, but they know where he is.
He does know, and he's getting taken out.
Super unfortunate for Snail, but OSU taking a lot of space right now.
But, however, we missed it, but a pick went out to Donuts from, I believe it was Frost getting the one pick. And, yeah, I'm curious to see how the attackers go about this round, because there's a minute left, 4v4. All they really have is Master.
Yeah. Ooh,
the swing.
The swing.
But the instant refrag onto, not the refrag, but, oh, Lord gets a pick. 3v2 situation. Attackers need to do something here with 30 seconds left, just about.
Yeah, this is the
one pick from Toaster.
Toaster's absolutely doing some work.
Continuing his round.
Ace is gone. Mayflix working up Astro stairs.
25 seconds remain here. What are the attackers gonna do?
Yeah, this is a super hard situation for the side of the attackers, as they have minimal time and
looks like they're trying to regroup.
No room for mistakes here, but we see a relurk from the mute into bathroom.
Creeping up into sight, but gets crossfired.
Oh,
Is his teammate gonna be there? His teammate is unfortunately not gonna be there in order to swing the round into their favor. So Illinois is gonna put it into match point.
Yeah.
And I was high hopes for OSU. I thought that was the previous round was gonna give them the momentum to maybe bring it back into their favor, but I mean, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what OSU does.
Yeah, so Illinois bringing it to match point. Gonna be super difficult for the side of OSU to come back here as they are down by 3, and on attack, they've been doing better.
They have been doing better,
but you know they just still need. I feel like they're taking too much time. They need to speed it up a little bit, and then I think they're home free. But
I think so too.
Illinois is just playing phenomenal defense, playing off of one another.
It's going to be a lot to come back down 3 in match point as well. They're going to need to win 3 straight just to put it into OT, and then going to have to win another 1 or 2 more to win it. 2 more to win it for sure, but could be another 3 rounds. So could be a long map unless we have Illinois kind of take it home.
Yeah, agreed. Characters that are, not characters, players who are standing out to me right now is Flicks, absolutely dominating. 10 and 8, and then Servin 11 and 9.
I predicted Servin to have a good game, and it looks like he's having just that.
How also having a phenomenal game, going 11 and 4, which is huge, and he's kind of been that anchor point for the side of Illinois. Just bunkering down on that site and letting the side of OSU just come into him, sort of.
Besides that, though, it looks like the rest of his team is pretty much even on kills. And he's not even that far above. If we look at the side of OSU, it's Netflix and it's Servin, and then everybody else is not doing their hottest.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Definitely want to see more out of this side of OSU, from Mamba, Toaster, and Donuts. But Toaster has had his knight in shining armor moments. So.
Yes. So I'm not gonna count him out. I'm not counting any of them out. I mean,
absolutely.
this game is still winnable, but it looks like we have Goyo all the way across the map. Maybe playing a retake or a little bit of a lurk here, but it's up to OSU to see if they can spot him.
Goyo and Sledge actually right next to each other, it looked like, but I don't know if he's gonna be.
Doesn't look like he knows. Goyo's downstairs. Sledge does not know.
Yeah, Goyo's gonna be able to work up those stairs.
Oh,
but another character comes down Astro stairs right now. Right?
Or, nope, he's working back into trophy.
Yeah, that Goyo is gonna be a huge problem for the side of OSU. So.
Yeah, I mean, not much has happened at all with a minute and a half left. I mean, I guess that OSU has taken some real estate. They've worked up 90. It looks like, so they have taken some real estate, but. It looks like this K trick is going to come out once again. Potentially?
Yeah, but the drone automatically gets shot out by Cade. Smart play by him, trying to...
The Goyos and the Sledge looks like they're about to have an interaction below. And yes, the Goyo takes out Servin, who is their lead fragger. But gets dropped on. And the C4, no.
But Netflix able to automatically trade him out. That's a huge pick.
It is huge. Oh my gosh. Mambo almost getting taken out from the feet holes. And the K trick goes through, and that is the one hard reach from 0.
Yeah.
And it looks like 45 seconds left. OSU trying to put something together here.
Yeah.
One of the Goyos
being just huge health advantage right now. And they have those Goyos stop any takes.
It's a long amount of time that they're just gonna have to wait for the fire to diffuse. They have three of their 4 players piled up on the door.
Yeah, another Goyo just takes out Toaster. It's coming down to the wire here. 15 seconds. It's gonna take around 15 seconds for that Goyo to go bye. So it's gonna be super difficult.
But Lore takes him out. But the refrag from Netflix.
Working up. Oh,
so much chaos. Can they take it out? 3 seconds left. Netflix goes down, and it's 1v2.
Over. Illinois Orange takes map 1.
In the best 3.
Best of 3. So make sure to stick around for that. But
it is their map pick.
It is their map pick, but they were super dominant on it.
They were super dominant, but I mean, it's their map pick, and it's a map that not many people like. I feel like a lot of people. It's a hit or miss. Like for me personally, I'm not a huge Villa fan, but I know a lot of teams that do like Villa. So it's kind of up to the players themselves. Now we come to Chalet, and I think Chalet is a map that a lot of people like. And I think we're gonna see hopefully OSU shine on their own map pick.
No, definitely. I think OSU definitely has the fundamentals to be a great team. As we said earlier, it's super early into the semester and into the season, so I'm super excited to see how OSU kind of evolves over time. And overall, I think they can become a powerhouse.
Agreed.
But that's only map 1. So
it is map 1, and it looked like the key fraggers for OSU were Servin and Netflix. I think if maybe the other players could pick up a little bit of not even that they're doing horrible, but if they can just pick up a little bit of slack, relieve some stress from Servant and Netflix, it doesn't even have to be like in a big way.
No, absolutely.
Even if it's just like maybe because on defense we've seen, I forget who it was, but the instant lock on Oryx, who I think didn't do much. If he could have played maybe a little bit more of a supportive role rather than going all into a more fragging role and not really fragging at all, I think it could have helped their team out a little bit more.
No, I completely agree. But we're gonna see if OSU is able to bring it back map 2, so make sure to stick around. We're gonna take a short break. Seconds left.
Have the glass. What if execute goes out? It
Looking to increase your aim? Kovacs is one of the best aim trainers and a proud partner of Midwest R6. Upgrade your FPS skills with over 21,000 scenarios, map editors, and much more. Kovacs. Want to build your resume? Midwest is looking for volunteers in many different categories that fit your desire. Want to do digital marketing? We got you. Interested in statistics, moderation, production, or social media? This is the place for you. Build your career and resume with Midwest R6. All members will shadow their design position and be given a shot at the big leagues. Do you think you have what it takes? Send us your resume to midwestrr6league@gmail.com or fill out your interest form located in the Midwest R6 Discord server.
He's halfway up now. Halfway up. Like.
Robo getting taken down. Yana just walking in the.
Oh, Sludge.
Come on! But not realizing there's a second player there. It's a 1v1.
The blitz is in.
Oh, but
Midwest R6 is looking for league sponsorships. Want to be a part of many college students' next journey? Midwest R6 focuses to give college students and beyond an opportunity to get real-world experience in their desired career field or a hobby they enjoy. Midwest R6 aims to work with businesses that believe what people do matters. Want to be a part of the journey? Send us an email at midwestrr6league@gmail.com to get started.
Seconds left.
Have the glass. What if execute goes out?
Looking to increase your aim? Kovacs is one of the best aim trainers and a proud partner of Midwest R6. Upgrade your FPS skills with over 21,000 scenarios, map editors, and much more. Kovacs. Want to build your resume? Midwest is looking for volunteers in many different categories that fit your desire. Want to do digital marketing? We got you. Interested in statistics, moderation, production, or social media? This is the place for you. Build your career and resume with Midwest R6. All members will shadow their design position and be given a shot at the big leagues. Do you think you have what it takes? Send us your resume to midwestrr6league@gmail.com or fill out your interest form located in the Midwest R6 Discord server.
He's halfway up now. Halfway up. Like.
Robo getting taken down. Yana just walking in the.
Oh, Sludge.
Come on! But not realizing there's a second player there. It's a 1v1.
The blitz is in.
Oh, but
Midwest R6 is looking for league sponsorships. Want to be a part of many college students' next journey? Midwest R6 focuses to give college students and beyond an opportunity to get real-world experience in their desired career field or a hobby they enjoy. Midwest R6 aims to work with businesses that believe what people do matters. Want to be a part of the journey? Send us an email at midwestr6league@gmail.com to get started.
Seconds left.
Have the
My
glass. What an
what a
extra
keep
frame.
goes out. It was
Looking to increase your aim? Kovacs is one of the best aim trainers and a proud partner of Midwest R6. Upgrade your FP.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Midwest R6 Week 1, Illinois versus OSU. Illinois taking map 1 in dominant fashion.
Yeah.
On their map pick of Villa.
Yep.
What do you say? What do you have to say about that first map?
I mean, there was a glimmer of hope for OSU. I mean, Nate Flicks and Servant are really just a dominant force to be reckoned with, and they were clicking heads for sure. And it looked like that maybe there was going to be a bit of a comeback after Toaster. I think it was. He had an amazing 1v2 clutch after the plan went down, but after that, it looked like Illinois kind of like got it together and was able to take it out for the rest of the game.
No, I agree. For the side of OSU, like you said, Netflix and Servin, both dropping over 10 kills. But on the side of Illinois, being the anchor to every site
Yeah.
as a smoke, or I think smoke and
it's-
mute sometimes, but absolutely just holding it down.
Yep.
And, you know, that's the key players that both teams need, is those anchors who are able to, you know, not really play for kills, you know, lurking or whatever, but just waiting for that perfect moment to get those kills, as Kyle perfectly showed last game.
And okay, so here's what I think. I think that this is my hope. I think OSU not being their map pick maybe went in a little bit unknown, kind of like, because some of their picks we said together on defense were a little bit questionable. And I'm hoping that maybe on Chalet it's more of standard. Maybe it doesn't even have to be standard, but stuff that fits strats to play together better. Because I think something that they lacked, especially on defense, maybe offense was a little bit better, like droning in and playing off refrags, but on defense, I don't think they played together well. And I kind of think that was their downfall from the start, because we saw Illinois kind of take operators that allowed them to play together. Like at the last round, just for a quick example, you saw the Goyo being able to hold down the entryways, and the people that were playing in sight were able to just shoot them and delay time and ultimately win that way.
Yeah, OSU on the side, on the opposite side, unable to fully, you know, connect as a team. Some different sorts of, you know, rosters in their operators, but I think still super powerful. And like we said, it's only week 1, so there's a lot of time to grow.
Exactly.
And it's exciting to see what these teams are going to be able to be at the end of the season.
I agree, and I think that having this only being week 1, I think it gives them a lot of opportunity to grow, like you said, and being able to build together operators that can mesh well together after this week.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree, and it looks like we're actually ready to get started here. So, map 2 on Chalet.
I love Chalet. Chalet is one of my favorite maps. Just because I feel like all sites are good. I think that you can play Master well. I think that kitchen dining and bar gaming are both strong sites, and I feel like basement has become one of the least favorite sites on the map of Chalet, but I still think it can be played really well.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree. I'm excited to see how both teams are going to be playing on this second map. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that attacking wise as well, that people are going to be able to this is going to be the true test to see if people can play off one another, because I think that there's a lot of opportunity to maybe like drone each other in and play off refrag, especially like taking. So say they're master, you can do the droning and playing off the drone in library. You can do it up solar. I think there's just a lot of opportunities to play together, and I think that's what OSU needs to prove.
Mm-hmm. No, I would have to agree completely. Looks like we're having a couple of inconveniences from the side of Illinois, but
Oh, there, I think we just got the ready. The game is starting. So, what do you? I think Knock may be banned again. I think this is a good Knock map, especially because, or Nook, Knock, however, tomato. I think that she's good, especially coming, like if they're top floor or maybe bar gaming or kitchen dining, especially coming from the basement. So, I mean, let's see what operators are banned. So, I'm expecting a Knock or a Thatcher again. What about you?
no, I think a Jacko could be picked here.
I think an OSA too, actually, now that I think about it. I think that OSU could target ban OSA because they did play her. Got a Thatcher, which, I mean, I think we both expected.
Yeah, especially on basement.
Mm-hmm.
It's a massive operator to have, but now that they've taken it away,
It's going to
it's gonna
be.
be more difficult to take that basement wall. Knock
It
again.
does. I mean, yeah, I can see it, especially since they banned it last night. Maybe they've just had some bad experiences in the past, or maybe they just don't want to worry about the lurking coming up from the opposing side, or the attacking side, that is.
Yeah, completely agree.
Defensive picks now. I think probably another Azami, if I'm being honest. Maybe a Cade? Azami, there's the Azami. Now, they've banned Velk. I think this is a good map for Velk. But I also think that if they wanted to make taking walls easier, they could get rid of Cade. But I don't think they're going to do that. Solus. So
yeah.
maybe a bit of a target ban.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that side. As OSU did, well, Solus almost
Quite often,
every
yeah.
single
Mm-hmm.
on defense. So, not shocking,
Mm-mm.
but
Kitchen dining is going to be the first site, which I've kind of grown to like. I used to like bar gaming a little bit more, but as time goes on, I feel like I'm liking the side of kitchen dining a little bit more.
no, I agree. That's kind of a shift that we've also taken
Mm-hmm.
from bar gaming. Yeah, bar gaming.
Yeah, we used to play bar gaming on our team, but we've shifted over to kitchen dining.
And I think it's just it adds for a lot more, vertical play.
Yeah,
And just overall team play.
yeah.
So
And going off that, I feel like you can play as a defender a little bit more comfortably because like library is kind of like a choke point for like it's easy for the attackers to attack library, but it's not as easy to attack office and master because these are big rooms with like a lot of exit points. You can make rotates, whereas library has 2 doors, no rotates. I guess you could drop hatch, but that can be easily crossed. So on the defense, we have looks like pretty similar operators to what they pulled last game on Villa.
yeah, I like the castle pick coming out on the side of Illinois. I think it allows for a lot more, easier defense on site and up above. So I'm excited to see how they play off of that.
Okay, sorry. The reason I like kitchen dining is because it gives teams the opportunity to play like they're in master, because it's almost all vertical, and being able to control kitchen master or master office is huge, especially just because they're bringing sledge and they're bringing other operators that can play vertical. Like, it doesn't look like it because IQ is not pulling the soft breach, but that's okay.
Yeah, it looks like you said, they're automatically going for that vertical play in bedroom, or no, in office. So
I was gonna say it looks like they're gonna be able to. Honestly, they could just take office, but with those head holes into from master, kind of gives them not the option to just take office. Because if they didn't play heavy in office, they could just take office and then attack towards dining side instead of kitchen.
yeah, so it looks for the side of OSU is able to take pretty heavy library and close shot from the castle there, but pretty heavy library and fireplace control.
Yeah. Looks like some nades are going out, maybe just to get the utility, and it does. So that Thermite, that's it, not Thatcher. Thermite's gonna be able to take a wall here. Oh, the impact trick does not go out,
Yeah,
so they do get the wall.
that's huge for the side of OSU. Mamba getting the first pick on the round.
First pick of the whole series, I believe. I think he didn't have any picks, but now he gets the opening pick of map 2.
Yeah, but Donuts down on the side of the attackers. Sturban able to get a second.
A strong round so far from OSU. Maybe they can get a res off onto the IQ, but they do. But Serving goes down in the process. Who was their lead killer from the previous map? Bit of a standoff here as there's 30 seconds left and players on the attacking side are low health.
Yeah, it looks like IQ is trying to work towards that Frost on that top floor. Oh, but Snail getting lit up. Oh, but
he gets
picks
picked.
out on Mamba.
And it looks like maybe they're going to try working on the site here a little bit. Oh, but is going to get a pick from across the map, and Cage is going to be like close to this corner, but gets swung.
Netflix. Oh, spotting my with a double kill for the round. Able to spot out the third.
Q unable to play off his teammates playing the vertical.
Nano able to take out and get a double kill as well on the round. Huge round from Illinois.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be a round of who. I think it's gonna be an attacking side game. I think the defensive holds are pretty standard. For both teams, they could be play both pretty similarly, but I think it's gonna be up to the attacking side to kind of demonstrate and show like what they know about the map. Because I mean, we saw there, it looked like at the start that, you know, maybe the attackers were going to play a lot of vertical, but as the round progressed, it looked like they took office and then didn't really play off of that. So
Yeah, they got that vertical hold and then just didn't use it as much as I think they could have. So
they did. They had the Cade and the Alibi both sitting in the same corner, just different times, and they didn't play the vertical to their advantage. So, I mean, maybe we're gonna. I assume we're gonna see. Oh, they're going bar gaming. Maybe is that? Maybe we're old knowers.
maybe.
Looks like they're going bar gaming. So, I mean, hey, some I don't see every day. I mean, I know we don't play bar gaming anymore. We used to play it a lot, but maybe they have a strat we don't know of. It looks like they're pulling 2 shields, I'm assuming. And I mean, this is pretty similar setup to what we used to play. So I'm curious to see if the strats are similar. Just because the operators are quite. I mean, the utility is the same. They have the Jaeger. They have the double shields, one for top blue, one for library, and the Aruni is good for just burning utility. So yeah, I mean, guess we'll see what happens after this timeout.
No, yeah, it seems to me like Illinois is very equipment oriented.
Yeah.
Which I like much more.
Mm-hmm.
Makes their lives easier, of course. But,
Yeah.
But on the contrary, OSU I feel like kind of played for more frags.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's what's working for Illy because they're kind of just waiting for OSU to swing them.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's working.
It is working. And like I said, I feel like, so personally, seeing, once they drone, they're going to be able to see there's 2 shields on the board.
Mhm.
I would personally pull Alvarez just because, I mean, they're going to need to get those shields out. Right now, they're only pulling 1 set of nades. And I think the Flores pick would just work out better in their favor. And yeah, I think the utility from the defense is just being worked as a team so much better than we saw OSU do last map.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that'll change coming into this coming defensive side from OSU. But I mean, yeah, we're just gonna have to wait till time. Only time will tell. Looks like we're waiting for this last player to return, and as I say that, he does return. So looks like we're gonna be starting up here pretty soon once he picks up the operator. What are you expecting from this round as they are going bar gaming?
You know, like I said earlier, Illinois has been dominating on defense the entire time and just playing together overall. So I think you know, if Illinois is able to take all of their defensive rounds, which they almost did last game,
Except one, I believe.
yeah, I think they're gonna run away with it.
I think so too. And we are resuming. So they are bringing double nades, which is better for the shields.
Mhm.
I still want to see a Flores pick. I think Flores' kit is really good, and I think that his drones are very good for burning utility as well.
No, absolutely. But yeah, it's kind of just a matter of we have to let the round play out a little bit more and see what OSU has against Illinois on Bar Gaming.
These shields are looking pretty standard. I think that they are placed well. I don't know where the second one is, but the shield on top of fireplace is used quite often. I mean, you have the angle on the blue, you have the window on top of blue, and I have a feeling that we're going to see a lot of top control from the defensive side.
Yeah, I mean they did that last time and it worked out in their favor. But just the ability to hold that the top site and then fall back, and I think Illinois has done a great job recognizing when they need to fall back to site, and that's also helped them, a lot in that first match or first map. But OSU in the same fashion, they've done a good job serving with a fast pick onto Nano.
Oh, Rooney's just gonna run across, risking it all, and looks like she's gonna replace where her teammate Frost was. But now, I mean, all of Library is completely given up. All that is stopping them is smoke from below, and as we say, that Snail as the Aruni goes down, and it looks like the full top control. Besides Wamai holding out for dear life, trying to fend off any attackers. Gets one to half health, but then he's gonna have to run back down as he himself gets down to half health as well.
Yeah, this is gonna be a super hard hold for the side of Illinois, as OSU is pretty easily taken that vertical hold. But it's just a matter of how Illinois plays out the rest of this round.
And this is kind of why I don't like this site, is because it's so heavy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love vertical holds, but this one is, in particular, I feel like it gives the defenders a disadvantage. And as we say that, Mamba gets a pick onto A, and it's just going downhill for this round. But as we say that, Cow gets the refrag onto Mamba.
Yeah, still a very winnable round for the side of Illinois, as Cow, like I said earlier, he's been an anchor.
Sledge, their only vertical player, goes down. And it doesn't look like they got any vertical at all.
Yeah, super interesting, as they have chosen to, take site towards the top or towards vertical.
And then just not go for it. Some shots coming out, giving Toaster a little bit of a scare, making him reposition a little bit. They are gonna go for the second hatch, however, but Toaster goes down, and but the smoke is killed by the nade as it crosses. So I think they're gonna get that res off, and they are. And the wall bang from Cow, who's put an absolute show on for us in map 1, and now starting map 2. The lore goes down, and it's all to Cow. As you hear him kind of. He does. It's a 1v1.
Triple kill from Cow, down to a 1v1 Nateflix versus Cow, the two top fraggers of both teams. Does Cow know that Ayana is in sight?
Lurking about. Needs to go. Doesn't have diffuser. Oh, but Cow's unable to clutch it out. And OSU gets the pick.
That is a super close round, and I gotta say, you weren't expecting it to get that close in the end.
It wasn't. No, I thought that OSU was going to be able to run away with it, as it was a 4v2, or maybe it was a 5v2 even. But yeah, I mean, good for OSU to be able to finish their round.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
They're going to go back bar gaming. Maybe they're just not master. I mean, basement, I understand. Basement, I don't like as much, but master, I'm a big master guy.
I enjoy master. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bit interesting. Maybe we're just completely wrong. But yeah, looks like they're gonna go for
pretty similar
hold. Yeah, I think the same operators. Just maybe they just knew what they did wrong and they're fixing it. So
Yeah, one thing that I saw was I feel like they left themselves kind of open.
Hmm.
That's I mean they didn't reinforce that hatch last round, so recognizing that hatch was pretty vital last round and reinforcing it this time around, super important. But
Yeah, I mean, looks like they're going with the same shield spots, so unless Frost puts it somewhere else. I think the changing tide of the first round was Frost. I think it was Frost getting picked right away, and Servant was just gifted a kill, and that kind of changed the whole momentum. They did bring it back, but it gives the confidence to the attackers knowing that they have the first pick advantage.
one thing that I've noticed this game, I mean it's only 2 rounds in, but the side of OSU, it seems to me like they're playing together much more,
Yeah.
and they're all fragging within like the same amount
Yeah.
of kills. So I think if they're able to continue with that, this game's going to make it much easier than last game for
Right.
them.
And it is their map pick, so I'd hope they're playing a little bit more together, and as you said, it looks like they are. And it looks like Sledge is coming from a little bit of a lurk from basement.
Yeah, I like this play coming from him, from Servan. Absolute dominating force for the side of OSU. Last game, absolutely just killing.
Yeah, he is, but if Frost looked through those vertical holes at the right time, he could catch Servant creeping up main stairs, but doesn't look like that's the case. Oh, as
Capital
Capita
gets
jumps
taken
in.
down, or also taking. Oh, but
Servant.
Servan does get that flirt. Oh,
How
with a nice pick
frag
on
out
Servant.
Servant. Everybody's just getting taken out one by one. Oh my goodness, this Frost player is just going crazy. Top floor. The 2v4 situation. This has been brought back as we saw previously, the previous round, but just the opposite side. So it's definitely winnable. Ayana below half health though is gonna be. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge to get over. They still have to deal with all this vertical as well. So even if they wanted to just attack straight onto site, they have to deal with the players above. And if they want to attack above, they're gonna have to go through all three defenders except one.
Yeah, Donut unaware where that shot came from when it's actually from below, and gets taken out by Donut. By Kyle
Yes.
with a double kill on the round, and
The revolver kill, the disrespect. Let's watch it. We just knew. Dang.
yeah, Illinois is just, I feel like they've been on top of, being able to, find where people are on the opposing team. Doing a fantastic job with that.
Indeed, and it looks like they're going to go back kitchen dining because it is open. And like I said, I do like kitchen dining, and I think that they played it really well the round before. I feel like if they hold slight more towards office, just to kind of like put the defenders or the attackers a little bit like stalled out, and then they can play back towards master and towards where all their utility is. I think that'll work out more in their favor.
No, I completely agree. But Illinois held down this side pretty well round 1, so I'm expecting the same thing to happen here. But OSU able to kind of see what Illinois has for this site, hopefully making some changes, and overall just able to fight back on the site because it was pretty dominant towards the side of Illinois.
And it looks like it's going to be similar setups here as 3, I believe, of the attackers are going to be playing upstairs, and a lot of utility to back them up as well. Cade, that is a nutty Cade claw. I've actually not seen that before. Maybe I'm just a bit old, but
You are.
I'm a bit of an old player. Yeah, that's a nice Cade claw there. And it looks like we have the attackers, I believe, coming. Sledge is already in. Brute forcing it. She's won with the soft ping and gets the wall bang on the Cal, who's been going off for the side of Illinois.
Yeah, that's a huge pick for the side of OSU as they're able to take out, Illinois' top fragger.
I like this. It looks like OSU is picking up the pace a little bit, kind of putting it in their own hands and kind of determining the outcome of the match right away.
Yeah. No, I agree. Servant just taking that top library instantly within the first 30 seconds and able to get a pick on a cow is massive.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely something we want to see more, especially out of the side of OSU, because last game they were slower,
Yeah, indeed.
and that hurt them a lot. So I'm glad to see that they're deciding to change up the pace a little bit and, you know, get in there quicker.
And it looks like they already have a lot more control this round quicker than they did last round. And I believe that once they opened the wall in the office, and now my hope is that it looks like all of them are rotating down to the bottom floor.
Yeah, they're trying to. They did get it.
It looks like they're trying to maybe open up some, allow maybe the breach to go a little bit further. Over the impacts are out. Will he be able to? Oh, maybe it was to prevent the trick. But wait, the cave tricked it. I think. Or maybe it was the impact trick. I didn't quite see it there, but either way, the last thermite charge goes down, and so be able to breach. And it looks like they're just gonna have to come on straight onto site without any breaches to the doors. And
Mamba rotating under the map of Valk. Is she able to spot him out?
thermite. Wait, no. Naflix is gonna be able to get a pick, but two more get picked.
Traded out.
But Donut gets the trade as well, and he's gonna be able to play vertical for free now, as both the defenders are in sight. We're in the site first floor.
2v3 on. Advantage going to the side.
Oh, but the changes of vertical messed up Cade, but
Okay, but
Falk,
here's the
Falk,
thing.
that's what they're coming. Gets one. He doesn't see the second, but he knows where he is now. And he gets a second lore with the clutch.
1v3.
The clutch. Gets the one. Changes angles. Gets the second one too.
That's a huge round out of lore.
It is indeed, and that, I mean, it looked like the round was going in the favor of OSU, but then the thermite trick or the thermite charge gets blown up, and they just can't finish it out.
Yeah, no. Super well played by Lore. Absolutely just holding it down there. It looks like his teammates were on his cams and able to soft ping where those two players were coming from, but that is massive as Illinois is able to take the score to 3-1. So
Now they're gonna go basement. So I guess Master's just a bit getting no love, which is fine. I mean, maybe I'll just be a solo Master lover. But yeah, we're gonna see an Oryx pick, which I can actually see Oryx being useful on this map. There's a lot of hatches that can play towards the verticality of the Oryx player. And also, what I like about this basement is you can play all three sites, kind of like how SSG Rome is on Clubhouse. I feel like that can be played extremely well, especially with Oryx on Chalet Basement.
no, I agree completely. But yeah, it seems like Illinois might be doing something similar to that. I take that back. They
Maybe.
reinforced the hatches, but
They broke open the kitchen hatch, which is very common. I like seeing that hatch broken, especially if they're like pushing trench. Then you can kind of have the vertical to stop the push. But maybe they're not going to play as much room as I thought they would. They do have someone up top. They have someone in the mid floor, but then to be on site. So I mean, pretty split, I guess. We're gonna have maybe the Oryx trying to fend off everybody coming to the library, or maybe he's gonna go back down. We'll see. But it did also look like a few players were going to take the wall. It looks like the Lion with the EMPs, as well as Thermite, and the Police are gonna be able to get that first try. And so now wall is open, and it's gonna be a lot of pressure on the defenders. So, looks like a little bit of maybe droning from the top floor attackers, and pick out the defenders of the defense.
yeah, this is someone new that we have not seen Cow play yet. So
Oh yeah,
it's
you're
less
right.
util. So will we be able to see him frag a little bit more? Oh, first interaction coming in here.
Oh, Cal gets taken out as you say that though by Servin. Two of the top fraggers of this series are gonna go head to head, and Servin won that one.
What a trade out!
Wow.
Trade out by Nano.
The pro
Looks like they might be dropping. No, But
We're gonna hold position.
yeah. But
Nateflix.
gets taken out by Nateflix. That's the Orcs on the side of Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Top floor. So it looks like OSU has full control of the top floor. The only one standing in their way is Frost in Kitchen.
Which is a super powerful position to hold, especially as the defense, because you're gonna be able to maybe late push the vertical, which it looks like that the attackers are trying to take. And it looks like he's gonna try to might trick the hatch, which I think he will. And the attackers are going in, and a team kill comes out from Netflix.
That changes the whole pace of this round. It's a 2v2. Ayana, low health. So Illinois has the advantage in health. The wallbangs coming out, unable to connect.
The Cade lurking from connector. One's pushing up and getting pre-fired, but it goes down. And these shots are coming out. Ayana at 1 HP getting pushed by 2 people. Gets out the pistol. Is not going to be able to win the round there. Snell, you're going to get the last pick on Netflix.
Yeah, completely well played by that Cade there. Just holding their angle and waiting. And even though he got pre-fired, he's able to get that pick, which was huge.
The attackers knew exactly where he was, but he was still able to get that pick and win it off. And now we're going into 4-1 scoreline on the last round of defense for Illinois.
Yeah, I don't think this is exactly what we saw in the upcoming round,
Right.
but Illinois just dominating on
Yeah.
defense as they did on Villa. OSU unable to figure out a game plan to, take these sites. Looks like they're going back far gaming.
And it looks like the scoreline for OSU is a little bit more even, but as well as the scoreline or the kill feed, the kill line, the stat line. That's it of Illinois. But I think both sides are pretty even. Laura is putting on a phenomenal game, and Cal is as well, but he taking a bit of a backseat and letting Laura do the talking.
Yeah. No, another player that I think has been playing phenomenal is for the side of Illinois. He's been kind of their lurk, but I think he wastes a lot of OSU's time.
Yeah.
So
I agree there. And I'm curious to see what OSU is going to do in this situation because, one, it's their map pick, and two, I feel like this could be the game deciding round. If the defenders win this round, it's going to be 5-1, and it's just going to be needing 2 more wins just to...
It's going to be super hard to come back from a 5-1, especially on your own map pick.
Right.
Morale's down, obviously.
Right.
But, I think they just need that one round that kind of jumpstarts their comeback.
And I think if there's any round to do it, this is the one. I mean, going into the defensive side, winning 2 attacking maps is...
Nano able to get the first pick onto Servant. That is a massive
It is
pick
massive.
for
As Servant has
Illinois.
just been popping off for OSU, and now it's been shut out. So now it's up to Netflix, who we've seen do some work before, almost getting the pick on a Frost. Nail goes down from Toaster's fire bolt. That's it, the fire bolt. And now they kind of know where Frost is, so they have a bit of a pinch. If Frost can work around it, that'd be huge. And Cow taking out Toaster. Cow is just putting on another show for us.
Yeah, this vertical hold onto that window is massive.
A little bit of banter going on in the chat. And Frost is still able to hold this vertical, the whole top site, incredibly well. But as I say that,
Able to take out Lore, which is on the side. Oh, but Nano
Nano
gets taken down. Last 2 players playing on site. It's gonna be a close one.
it is.
Oh, what a shot from
He's going to be playing the blue stairs strong, and he's just going to be holding this off. It looks like some more while my puck's going out to stop any util coming his way. But I'm not too sure where Mamba is, but he's face-to-face with IQ, and it looks like Mamba was going up, yeah, right on highway. But does he have util to burn the Rooney? It doesn't look like it, so he's going to have to jump in and kind of push off his teammate here.
No, it looks like Mamba is kind of taking
pick.
the more aggressive
The
hold.
1v2, we've seen him do it before. Can Cal do it one more time? Gonna smoke where the hatch drop is. 30 seconds remaining.
Droning him out.
Does sound like they're on drones. But can they find it? Is the question. It looks like Smoke's maybe going up for a bit of a retake.
No,
Which
I
could
like
be
this
huge.
play from Cal as neither of the play takes
takes
on
him out.
one. Double kill from Cal.
1v1 situation. He has the
Rotating
high
back.
drop. Plant going down. Gonna have to play it. He sees it through the wall and gets a pick. Cow with the absolute clutch.
Yeah, that is phenomenal work from Cal with two 1v2s back-to-back bar gamings. That's just something you don't want to see as an OSU fan.
That kills morale and gives Illinois the boost they need to maybe finish this map off.
Yeah, I think OSU's doing they're doing great up until those last little interactions.
Seconds, yep.
So I don't know how OSU can exactly fix that, but
And so we swap sides, and it looks like that OSU is instantly gonna go basement, which we only saw once from Illinois.
yeah,
Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe they got a strat cooking.
this is their map. So.
It is their map pick, so I'm hoping they could be better equipped than it looked to be. Oh,
Lore has left the game.
I don't know is that. What's the rules on that?
I don't
Is
think
that
you can pause.
is it a pause? I
It's
don't
a play out there.
I don't know. I think if it's in the time, I think then they're good.
Already doing to know.
I think they're good. Maybe I have no idea. But it's like we have players leaving, so
Looks like they are gonna go for the rehost.
get confirmation.
Yeah, it looks like the side of OSU is all leaving,
Yep.
which is the opposite team of the person who crashed.
Mm-hmm.
So
So yeah, I mean, let's the rehost is a little bit of a momentum kill, but I mean it was Illinois who did leave. So maybe this is the window that OSU needs to pick themselves up and hopefully finish off the game.
yeah, I agree.
Come back a little bit.
Maybe 5-1 is a
5-1.
very hard comeback, but it's been done before.
It has.
So, especially on Chalet, which I think is a defensive map
Okay.
in some ways.
In some ways.
Yeah. No, I think Illinois has been playing it to the T.
They have been, and they have been extremely dominant, and it's not even their map pick. But I feel like knowing Villa is good because it's a map that not everybody takes. And so having that be your go-to and then having Chalet be other people's maps, Chalet is a map that everybody should know. And along with like Oregon and Clubhouse, I feel like all those maps are pretty standard. And so picking up a map like Villa allows them to have more flexibility with their map picks.
No, I agree. But it's just like I said, it's the matter of those last few fight interactions for OSU. As last map, they got it down to tight rounds. It was just they were unable to connect on those final few shots that they needed to hit, and that's kind of where that's kind of where Illinois shines.
Yeah.
And has been taking those fights.
Agreed. And I think that, like you said, it's just the matter of finishing. I think they can get it down to the 3v2, 2v2, 1v2 situations, but they just can't put the pieces together to finish off the round, which kind of been biting them in the butt in the end. So I believe we're getting all the players back in and resetting the settings back to how we left them. But I mean, it looks like the stat lines are a little bit more evened out, but again, we've seen Cow go off countless amount of times. We've seen Servant put in the work, and we've seen Lore pick it up as well. So
yeah, no, I agree. Another player who's picked it up this second game is Mamba. Last game, unable to connect on any kills there, but this time around they have been able to pick it up and overall, get those frags for the team that he was unable to get last game. So I'm excited to see, as I do believe that we have a lot more Rainbow Six to be played. So
and what I'd like to see is how OSU is going to use their util on defense, because I think Villa, they didn't use it to the best they could have, but I think that going into this map, maybe since it is their pick, maybe
Mhm.
they've locked in a few strats that they can go off of and maybe play together as an operator comp, like
Mhm.
all together. So I'm excited to see how they react and adjust
Yeah.
to that. But it looks like we're getting all the settings here correctly, getting the band straight the previous rounds, and then I believe we're gonna be starting here momentarily. But yeah, 5-1. It's gonna be a little bit tough to come back from. However, I believe they'll be able to do it. What about you?
No, I agree. Lots of game left to be played.
There is.
OSU, this is their map pick. I think attack was a little bit rough, but I think there's a lot of time for them.
I agree. And especially with the community polls being 57% OSU, I'm curious to see like what they think because I mean, it looks like Illinois is taking these maps handedly, and
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I did expect that because they are the previous winners of the league, but I mean, like we've been saying, the game isn't over. It's still they just need to focus round after round
Mhm.
and put together a comeback that can put them into map 3 and hopefully take it home for themselves.
No, I agree.
hmm But yeah, I mean, a lot of the same lineups from like when we saw on the defensive side, there wasn't much change coming from Illinois. Maybe like setup wise, but operator wise, they kind of stuck to the guns and were able to win it that way.
So, what is your take on like what's your favorite side on this map?
My favorite site.
Yeah.
You see, I really like Master, which we haven't seen at all throughout the night. Which I mean, has put the I mean, not seeing it is a little sad for me, but I do like it. I think that there's a lot of variations because you can play the C4 from below. You can play all the way across the fireplace, and you can play all the way to the library. But also, I think that kitchen dining has been growing on me just because you can play it like Master, but have the vertical variation. So
No, yeah. No, I would have to agree. But on the contrary, I think my favorite side is basement.
really,
Yeah.
why is that?
I just like it.
You just like it?
Frag out.
Frag out.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Yeah.
I like playing main stairs.
Okay.
But I think it also offers I feel like basement allows you to play more of the entire map.
Yeah.
As people are allowed to come from anywhere. Through trench, through the main garage door, whatever.
Yeah. 100%.
Anywhere else, but
I believe we're gonna have to have another rehost here because I think we flipped the sides of the teams.
no, it looks fine.
No, I think because OSU was on defense or on offense for the first 6 rounds. I think we're gonna have to. Oh. I think we're gonna have to have a rehost, maybe. Yep.
A little bit of technical difficulties.
A little bit.
You know.
All good. All good indeed. I think that once we get back into it, we're gonna be able to kind of see the outcome of the game. Much anticipated.
No, for sure. Nothing like good old Ubisoft servers.
Getting kicked out mid game. Love it. Love to see it. But yeah.
Do you have a question of the day?
Question of the day.
Yeah.
Should we pick it back up at the ice cream flavor hot takes?
Yeah, you said Blue Moon.
Blue Moon. I love Blue Moon, and I don't like Superman though. Superman's more like sherbety, but like Blue Moon, especially with the cookie dough. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but I think it's like Cookie Monster.
Okay.
And what'd you say you liked again?
Superman.
No, you like Split. You like the
Yeah,
twist.
yeah.
The twist. Not Superman.
Or
You like Superman?
yeah.
The sherbet?
Or I like me a good mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate. I don't remember where this was. Someone said that mint
Mint doesn't belong with chocolate.
Right, which is the worst take I've ever heard.
I think it was Lars.
Was it Lars? No,
Yeah.
it was Andy, I think.
No, it was Lars.
Could have been. But yeah, that's just such a bad take.
No.
Because you got mint, you got, let's see, you got Thin Mints,
Andes.
you got Andes, you got mint chocolate chip ice cream, which is one of the top ice cream
Right,
flavors.
right.
So I don't know, bit of an L take.
I agree.
But
I agree.
I also like Road peanut butter.
Mhm.
Peanut butter's so good.
Yeah.
Rocky
I have
Road.
pecans in it too.
I don't think so.
Mm.
That's turtle or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know. Yeah. What's your least favorite ice cream flavor?
I like pistachio or something like that.
Pistachio is kind of good. Like I used to
know.
think like it's a bad flavor, but then I had the the macaroons, like the
Yeah.
little cookies with the frosting in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
I had a pistachio flavored macaroon, and it was kind of good, to be honest. So I used to hate on pistachio because I never had it, but once you have it, you can't go back.
Trying to think. What's your least favorite? Maybe I'll go off of that. But
I mean, I'd have to say Superman. I'm just not a big
What?
I'm just not a big sherbet guy. I'm not a sherbet guy, and I think that
Says the man who likes pecan.
bro, what? Pecans are good.
Pistachio.
Pistachio's not a
Booty.
sherbet. No, dude, I never had pistachio ice cream
Hey, then why are you saying you like pistachio ice cream?
because I like pistachio macaroons.
Yeah, but that's not the same
It's
thing.
kind of the same flavor.
No.
Okay.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Gotta be Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
What about you?
It's a good one.
It's pretty good.
The new Puss in Boots is pretty good.
The new Puss in Boots, I heard it like broke box office or
I think it
whatever.
was phenomenal.
It was pretty
Made me
phenomenal.
cry.
It did make you
Nah.
cry. I remember actually watching it with you, and you were like tearing up at the end there.
I'm sad.
No spoilers. We don't drop any spoilers in
When,
chat.
when Puss dies, that's so
When
sad.
Puss dies, bro. No, when Shrek pops out though, that was clean.
Ooh, yeah.
That was clean.
Neverland.
And
Whatever,
Neverland or
right?
whatever.
That's
No,
version?
no, not Neverland. That's
Oh, that's Disney.
Peter Pan or whatever.
Yeah.
Neverland. No, it's Forever,
Foreverland.
far
Far-
away.
Farland.
far away. No, that's I don't even know. I don't even know. I was trying to look in chat to see if anybody said it.
It's I'm Jaw. That's who Jaw is.
Who's Jaw? This is Jaw.
This is Sonar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like we have everybody back in the game. Maybe we're gonna get it started here. Double checking the settings. And this is a lot of time for OSU to regroup
Yeah.
and pick it back
It's
up.
kind of like a nice 5-minute break for them.
Yeah,
Breathe a little.
kind of get back in the swing of things. I was trying to see if maybe someone was dropping their favorite movie, but
I
Yeah.
think it's just like a 3-minute delay.
oh, you mean delay. Salted caramel, Unbeatable.
Digest Dairy.
is that salted caramel unbeatable?
Oh, we got some
Underrated.
salted caramel.
Dude, salted
It's
caramel
valid.
like
It's valid.
salted caramel chocolate, like dark chocolate salted caramel is so good.
Wait, like dark chocolate?
Yeah, but like sea salt,
Sea salt?
sea salt chocolate. I like sea
I
salt.
like just regular caramel more than sea salt caramel.
I like sea salt caramel,
Sea salt
especially
sound-
like
It
in
burns your tongue.
what? What kind of sea salt caramel are you having?
Something that burns my tongue.
Huh? Oh, he said, imagine being able to digest
Yeah.
dairy. Feels
Oh,
bad.
it's Joe. Not gotcha. Joe
Oh,
Mama.
Oh, he said John.
Jawbreak looking mad breedable.
I mean, not wrong. Not wrong. Getting me awfully tempted over here. Anyways, let's see. Oh, we're starting.
Looks like we're gonna start.
Okay, here we go. All right, start the game. Back to where we
Making me blush and shit. I mean stuff.
Anyways,
Alright, back to the game, everybody.
back to the game. Flipping sides. Looks like we have it right. Back to basement, and the floors are being pulled, which I love the floors pick.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh yeah. All right, bit of a stretch here. Let's see. We get the Jackal. I like seeing Jackal because it's often banned in ranked play. He's right. It's sherbet ice cream is not even real ice
Okay,
cream.
no, I agree with. I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm just saying Superman is good.
I'm not a big Superman guy, but let's leave it at that. All right. Let's see if OSU has what it takes to mount this comeback. What do you think? Interesting. Head holes there.
There's a Purdue guy who broke his monitor.
Wait, or was it Minnesota? I guess people may never know.
We'll find out
We will-
next week on Midwest R6. Tune in for more matches.
Wow, the quick plug.
Yeah.
Can't blame him. I need to hear more as well. But let's see. It looks like they're gonna be running smoke with the SMG. Interesting.
Yeah, that's. Oh wait, they changed it up. Okay, I like this.
Maybe they're adjusting.
Servin actually playing Oryx this time instead of Mamba,
Ooh,
which is, I like that play from Servin.
I do as well.
He's been hitting his shots today.
And I think having him on that roam is gonna be very beneficial for the team.
I agree.
So we have Jaeger playing towards trophy here. Mamba, can he click some heads, or are we gonna be seeing some interesting plays here? I mean, they have the crossfire. They're playing together, which is what we wanted. So I do like that. However, it's a bit of slow. I don't know if they've taken any real estate here. Working
I
around.
heard it's free real estate.
You did?
So.
Well, I mean, I guess only time will tell. Let's see. Once again, it's a minute in, and has anybody even entered the building? Let's see. Oh yeah, they are. They're pushing in from Big Garage, and wow, is it a rush? Iana's in and gets taken out. That's Cow as well.
Yeah, that's a huge pick on Kyle.
Cow has been him recently, so. Ooh, the ADS is gonna take out the grenade. Gonna kick the other one. Guess a shield. Gonna have to move away as the phone had been called. And it looks like they are able to get the. Oh my god! So many people playing on this floor.
Okay, that is huge for him. The Dokkaebi secondary.
Interesting, and I love to see it too. I was gonna be able to pick up two, Servant and Mamba, who both have picked it up. Servant is.
Dano with another pick onto OSU. Taking out Nate Flicks. That is a huge pick.
That is. Both the previous top figures have been going down, and what looked to be a round in the favor of OSU taking out Cow right away has kind of been flipped, and now it's a 4v1 situation from the smoke. He's gonna get tagged just above half health, and gets picked from the snail from main stairs, and now it's 6-1.
6-1.
Match point.
Yeah, it's super unfortunate for the side of OSU. Opening it up with that first pick on the Cow, you would think they would, explode off of that.
Right. Use that as momentum, but unfortunately no. And it looks like they're gonna go back basement, which just got handed to them. So, the cab cam pick is getting pulled out, which
But I was just saying that's a fire skin.
fire skin.
That looks very cool, in my opinion.
I mean, to each their own. I think it looks pretty cool as well. So, I like the picks coming out from the defense.
No, I agree. Did you see where they're going back?
Going
basement?
back basement. Oh no, they switched it. They switched it last session.
No.
Second.
Kitchen dining.
Kitchen 9. Switched it last second. So, I'm hoping that maybe they find some burst of something to keep them going. As it's 6-1, they need to have some urgency here.
Yeah. This is the round they need to win. Like legitimately.
They do. they've had a 5-minute timeout with the rehosts, and now they just. Ooh, I don't know if I'd stack the cap cans. Because if they see that's two of them out of the way just by walking through one. I mean, they could walk through and get killed, but if it's just one, they could spread them out and take them out half health. Which, I mean, I guess there's pros and cons to both. So
I would have to agree. If I feel like, especially on this map, a lot of players come from a lot of different places, whereas on different maps, people kind of flood from one side. So I think Capkin on those maps where they come from one side is useful, but here I don't think stacking Capkins is as useful as it could be.
Right. I mean, that is a very good point. And looks like Servant is going to get the first pick, which, I mean, onto who
has been a staple in this game.
He has. And Servant's going to get a second pick onto Cow, who's also been a staple of the 2 previous games. And now it's up to Snail, Lore, and Nano to pick up the pieces of this round.
All who have been great players, but
Mhm.
it's going to be hard to come back from that. Servant is also low. Mamba deciding to take that Oryx pick once more again. Going to show him what?
What he's made of.
Yeah.
Show him why he's been picking it all game. And the run out.
Wow.
Interesting play by Servant there. Gonna get taken out, giving up his life and putting it in a 3v2, 3v4 situation.
Yeah.
Servant been carrying with the frags, and giving his life away like that is just lethal. And even if it's a little bit of health, I mean, it's still a body to go
I
through.
agree.
So it looks like the attackers are kind of taking their time, trying to see where to go from. One being on big window, looks like he backed down and is going through trench, as the other two are just gonna kind of go through lobby here. It looks like the defenders are. I think the defenders are playing it well. It's a 4v3 situation. They can kind of play back. They have man advantage with only a minute remaining as well. So the ball is kind of in the attacker's court to see what they do here. And it looks like a bit of stalling is coming out, but as I say that, the attackers are going to be going right in the main lobby.
Yeah. Very interesting from Flores deciding to check out Bar Gaming.
Just clearing the area.
Yeah.
Oh, but they get the wall, and it doesn't look like anyone's playing sight but the Oryx. Mamba.
Oryx could be huge for the
It
side
could be.
of OSU if he's able to play that slow game and able to get that flank onto Illy. It'll be interesting.
So it just looks like he's going for some nades. Lord gets a
Lord,
pick and Snail as well. And Nano. 3 of them just dropped like flies in the
it's
4th, and it's over.
Wow.
And it's over. Just like that. Which looked like a round OSU could take, instantly flips.
yeah,
and-
that is not what I expected.
Not I as well. Wow. I mean, well played from both teams.
Absolutely.
And
That is wow. No worries.
It
Like
didn't-
within 10 seconds, 4 people.
not
fell.
even 10 seconds. It was less. It was each of them got a pick, and then the Thermite just getting the second one onto the Oryx as he was coming back.
Mhm.
That was huge.
Yeah.
A great finish for Illinois, going 1-0 so far to start the season.
Yeah. 1-0. Maps 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
And absolutely dominating from Cal. But also Nano, like their entire team, I think played phenomenal.
Well
tonight.
balanced.
Yeah.
Yep, agreed. But this also gives OSU a bit of time to kind of grow from this. I mean, it's only week 1, so they have plenty of time to just kind of regroup and get together and make the most of the season.
No, I agree. Week 1, they can definitely learn from this match.
Mhm.
They are this second seed going into week 1, so I'm kind of excited to see what these teams are going to be able to learn from that matchup. I think Illinois definitely has some takeaways, what they can learn
Agreed.
from as well. But overall, great match from both teams, and
Great way to start off week 1.
yeah.
Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into week 1 of Midwest R6. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
I need a scarecrow after what you did, 'cause all of the birds know that I'm almost dead. I'm barely breathing, I'm barely awake. You left me in pieces, there's no more to break. Don't wake me up, not in this century. Don't wake me up, 'cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on my lips. inside my head. Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. I need an angel after what you did. Cause you were the devil, you messed with my head. You lied to my mother, you lied to my friends. You said that you'd be there, that this never ends. Don't wake me up, not in this century. Don't wake me up, cause you're just a ghost inside my head.